Guys, the day has finally come. Before this announcement came to me, I thought that Dead Rising was done. 6 feet under, never to rise from the dead again. But today, I feel as if one of the best zombie franchises has decided to return home today. After many years of therapy, after the 2016 incident, and the studio going bankrupt, Dead Rising has finally come back to us, man. Yeah, this is finally the day I've been waiting for. Anyways, I wanted to point out every little thing that I am excited for, as well as list a few things that I am hoping to see in this deluxe remaster of Dead Rising. The first thing I wanted to mention is, my god, this game looks gorgeous. I mean, look at it side by side. You can definitely tell that this game isn't messing around. Like the dust particles, the clouds, the trees, the extra details. It kind of makes you realize just how outdated the original Dead Rising was. I mean, it's still a great game, but just all the janky models and the muddy textures have really not aged well. Now let's talk about the new Frank West. When this released, this got many people concerned. Personally, I actually like Frank West's new look when he's not shot weirdly. In this shot in particular, the stubble around his face, the vibrant eyes, it makes him look more alive, if you know what I mean. However, I do miss his old voice. While TJ Rotolo will always be Frank West in my heart, I feel like I'll get used to the new voice once the game releases. I think my main concern about this game is the possibility that it might be disappointing. And if this game fails or doesn't meet expectations, it'll kill the franchise again. And I do not want that to happen. Dead Rising 4 really tarnished the series for me, and as well as many others, and that's why it left us in hiatus for nearly a decade without anything Dead Rising related. So now that it's come back, it's like a new wave of emotions for me. Anyways, I didn't want to just talk about the trailer. I also made a list of predictions of what I think the remaster will include. Think of this as like a mini wish list or so. So without further ado, let's get to it. To start, I want to include something very, very important here. No cut content, alright? For the love of God, don't do a Dead Rising 4. Don't cut any part of the story. Don't cut psychopaths. Don't cut survivors. Don't cut anything out from this game. Keep all the costumes. Keep the weapons. Keep the XP. Keep the freaking squares. Okay, I might have gotten a little too intense right off the bat, but you know what I mean. Every part of the original game is amazing, and there's a lot of parts that could use some improvement. But if there's anything I want from this game, it's for it to not disappoint. Dead Rising fans have been waiting for this moment, so for the love of all that is holy, Capcom, please do not screw this up, man. Do not screw Dead Rising. Next up, I wanted to talk about something that the future Dead Rising games have been slowly losing. The story of Dead Rising is incredible, and in some parts, it's not afraid to go dark or sad. This prologue, even though it has no connection to the main story, impacted me so much and made me want to see more of this game. Even when you're dressed up like an idiot, the emotional scenes still work because the complex story is separate from the goofiness of the gameplay. That's what Dead Rising 4 did poorly, in my opinion. It took the seriousness of the zombie world and put a goofy, cliched version of Frank, even though he was never like that in the game. Frank isn't goofy. The person playing as Frank is, but not Frank himself. I wouldn't mind if they had to rewrite a couple of lines, but please don't change their entire personality or make them purposely comedic and cringe. Dead Rising 4, man. My god. I already said that I hope they don't remove any of the psychopaths because they're just so iconic you couldn't imagine Dead Rising Remaster without them. However, I would like to see the bosses be more like bosses. What I mean is, have them be tougher, give them more health, hell, even place their health bar on the screen like Dead Rising 3. I just hope the psychopaths are treated with proper respect in the Deluxe Remaster. Next up is improving the Survivor AI. Now this is definite. If you remember the Survivor mechanics in the original, you probably have PTSD. But you also remember having them get stuck on each other, running into hordes of zombies, and you having to restart your last save because they just keep dying. I know that some things are just better left in the past, and this improvement is really what we all need. Although I do love to spam the Y button. This is a minor thing, but I'd like to see them add faster loading times. Or even better, not include them at all. I could understand that console limitations were the reason that the mall was divided into sections. I would just love to run around the entirety of the mall, running outside to Leisure Park and head down to the tunnels without any loading screens getting in the way. That would be a cool feature to add. Another thing I'd like to see improved is the controls for when you're shooting anything. Yeah, I won't be the first to say it, but the shooting controls are freaking garbage. I mean, I know it was 2006, but damn. Just give it the modern controls. Left to aim and right to shoot. So simple, yet so effective. I would like to see the remaster have extra achievements. The original was pretty ruthless with its achievements, but I like to see the remaster add difficult or even very specific challenges to complete, such as rail riding using the skateboard, or killing a zombie with just a water pistol. I don't know, could be funny. One detail I would like to see them add in this remaster is empty shelves or racks. Let me further explain this. So let's say you're in a sports shop and you're taking a bunch of skateboards. I would like for them to add where you take the skateboards and the shelves get emptier and emptier. It adds a little extra detail to the world. Although Dead Rising isn't the easiest game to beat, I would like to see them add a hard mode to the game. I even thought of my own nightmarish ideas. Like say if instead of 72 hours, it was half the time. Or instead of zombies being active at nighttime, have them be active at all time. If you didn't think Dead Rising was hard enough, then a harder difficulty would be a sweet bonus to include in the remaster. Lastly, this is something that needs to be in this game. Please keep the Servbot heads in the game. I mean, it wouldn't be Dead Rising without the Servbot head. So please don't remove the Servbot head, Capcom. I love this hat. I would buy this hat if I could. Which kind of reminds me, can you please make these hats like available to wear as like a freaking hat? I would love to own a hat like this. I would have it by my side. I would put it in my collectibles. I would wear it. I would buy it. Would you buy it? I would buy it. Yeah, sorry about that. I just got off track. Anyways, that's all I have for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. I have faith in Capcom. I have faith that this will do well. The Resident Evil remakes are great, and if Dead Rising receives the same amount of hard work and love, I think we'll be fine. There's a certain part of me that feels that this remaster is only the beginning of the series' redemption arc. But we'll just have to wait and see. Until then, thanks for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.